Recently, I was inspired by the reveal of the first female Doctor Who to incorporate traits of the Doctor into my own life. After talking with some of my friends about what makes the Doctor, I compiled all this advice into 5 different characteristics. Laugh hard, run fast, be kind, be curious, and be confident. In anticipation of the 13th Doctor, I'm going to explore each trait in different episodes of Doctor How, my own journey of how I become more like the Doctor. This month, I'm going to do what I can to help others and attempt to be as kind as possible. I definitely think that one of the greatest qualities the Doctor has is to be kind, and I think it's an underrated quality, and I feel like more people should strive to do better when it comes to being kind to themselves as well as other people. Shout out to the Pop Culture Hero Coalition, where you can get this awesome t-shirt to raise awareness for anti-bullying, cyberbullying of youth all the way up to adult. Be a superhero, because being kind is a superpower. So in order to be kind to myself and others, I'm going to invest in my personal circle of friends, talk with someone who exemplifies giving, and give back to my local and global communities. So I was getting ready for work and I saw that my coworker had posted on Facebook that she wasn't having a good day. So I've decided that I'm going to bring her some extra strawberries to share with me for lunch, just wanting to let her know that I'm thinking about her. I am blessed to know an amazing man who spends a majority of his time improving the lives of those around him. For years, Commodore Kraken of the Pirates of Reno has worked to help the homeless. I wanted to take a minute to learn about his journey and what we can do to make the world around us better.
Who are you and what organizations do you work with in the community?
Who am I? So actually I'm Commodore Kraken of the Pirates of Reno with the Order of the Leviathan, which is a worldwide group. Is actually for good goodies, good shoes and whatnots. We work with Pirates of Reno. We also work with Impact of Reno. We Cure Volunteers. It's a feeding network for the homeless from 300 to 500 people, Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. We're more involved on the Thursdays, of course.
And you said your name was Commodore Kraken, but I still should probably ask, why the outfit? Why is this part of the volunteer process?
Well, the thing is, we like to bring the fun. Navy for 8 years, and it just more or less stayed in the blood. And now I'm kind of a land pirate now. It's a lot easier to come across if you're talking to a pirate as you're doing right now.
Right.
It's easier to come and talk to me if we're doing something. We have will be noticed more often. It's easier to talk to. There ain't that much problems in the world because actually you're talking to a character.
Right.
So we all stay in character, usually 24/7. At least we try to.
So, how long have you been working for the community as a volunteer?
Well, it's been probably over 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, over 6.
6 years. And what do you do when you're volunteering?
My biggest thing right now is socks.
Socks.
It's socks. Actually, one day, probably about almost 2 years ago, we get all kinds of different things from everybody in town, and that I actually have too much of something. And somebody brought me some socks in. I said, okay, well, hand out socks today. And we're going down a food line handing out socks. And one gentleman started crying. He explained to me, he says, well, Commodore, he says, this is the most important thing that anybody ever gave me, was these socks. They're like gold. So we actually brought the Golden Sock campaign up and running about 2 years ago. We actually encourage other groups in other areas outside the country, England, Yugoslavia. We get people from Washington State, Oregon State coming down actually to find out how are we doing it.
I find it's very interesting that historically pirates are known for stealing and plundering, And
Of
now
course.
we have modern day pirates who are giving. And
Yes. Oh, yes. We like to reverse the plate for a change.
I like it.
You know,
With so many charities that are out there and people in need, how do you not get overwhelmed?
one sock at a time. We can only do as much as we can. We used to do all kinds of clothes and coats and shoes and everything else under the sun, but it was too much. It was overbearing. So the only thing we had to do, we had to think of something easy, something that you can carry. What was the most important thing to a person is a pair of socks. But the thing is, we only give out one pair of socks to that one person. We're going to give you 2 or 3 because actually they have no place to put it. The only thing they're
Got
carrying
you.
is the backpack.
Right.
Their backpack. They can't leave the pair of socks in their tent because the tent will be gone. The city will come by and clean all the tents out against the river. Or somebody's going to come and steal it. Within about 2 weeks, they're going to be needing another pair of socks. There is no
Yeah.
place to wash them. There's no place to clean them. So they're on their feet 24/7. You know, we got to think about their feet.
For people who want to help out, what do you suggest?
What do they have extra at home? You got a bag of noodles. You get some beans. When you get to the grocery store, if you have any extra money left, can you buy that case of water? That's all it takes. Just something little, something small. Or you go to the soup. If you go to the go buy your clothes, buy an extra pair of socks, a couple bags of socks.
Right.
You know, socks are what, 50 cents, 75 cents each.
What do you think is a common misconception about the homeless?
They're not worth anything. You know, why are they on the street? You need to ask them. Don't be scared to ask them. Everybody has their own story. Do they want help? Some of them want help. Some don't want help.
Asking them about it and asking
Oh yes,
them
ask them.
if they'd like help would be the
Yes.
first way to go.
Yeah. Ask them if they want help. You know, a lot of them have pride, just like you
Right.
and me.
Right.
You know, they got dignity and they don't want to tell anybody that they're on the street. They don't like to be filmed.
Right.
They don't want their family knowing that they're on the street. You know, it's very embarrassing to them that they don't want to be there in the first place, but they don't know what to do. They have nobody out there they can grab and say, I need help. Because nobody wants to sit down and talk to them. There was a gentleman, and one gentleman says, well, my cane's been stolen. I said, well, you need a cane, huh? Yep. So right then I got on my phone, which is the best thing in the world. You get on your phone, and you get on Facebook, and you tell all your friends on Facebook, I need a cane. Now, by the time I got back to my office, I had an email stating, I have a cane. I will drop it by your office. So the following day, that gentleman got a new cane.
Wow. Where can I go to donate to my area?
Where can you donate to your area? Best thing to do is actually go to the shelters, get on the internet and see who is working around the shelter area in your hometown.
Do you have an interesting story that you'd like to say about your time volunteering?
It's interesting every day. It's an adventure every day. You have to understand that. You know, there's so many people out there that need help.
Yeah.
It's actually their story.
Right.
It's incredible. That's where the story is. It's not me. It's more or less. It's all about the homeless.
And you can make a difference just being you.
1 hour a week.
1 hour a week.
1 hour a week would make a difference.
All right. Challenge accepted.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank
sounds
you
good.
for this interview and for being the awesome, inspiring person that you are.
I'll just be myself. Nothing different. I'm just like you are.
Yeah.
I just wear different type of clothes.
You
That's
do?
all.
Inspired by the Commodore, I wanted to help more in my own local community. He made it seem like such an easy thing to do, and I found out it really is. Something I started doing recently is when you're in the car is when you normally see people out on the street. Why not keep some granola bars, jerky, nuts, or dried fruit in your car so that when you see them next time, you'll have something to give them.
Hey there. You're
Of
welcome.
course.
Have a nice night.
You
have
too.
a great day too.
It's really hot out today.
I cannot imagine being out in this heat all day, every day. Here you go. No problem. I hope that helps.
Every minute is an opportunity to be kind. Every minute is an opportunity to smile at someone or hold the door or hand them food or ask them how they are, and really ask them how they are.
I wanted to give back to others globally, and it was difficult trying to find something that I could do. I know there are many charities out there, and I was getting overwhelmed with the idea of having to give money or spend a bunch of time. And then I realized that I can do something from the comfort of my own home that I find important. And that's just making sure that YouTube videos are captioned. Appropriate captions, because if you know anything about automated captions, is they will get it wrong. Translations, automatic, I can use the automatic captions and then go in and edit them.
And I'm super excited because my album just got released on pre-sales. I just really poured my heart fully into it, and so I hope you guys like this song, and I can't wait for you to hear the rest of the album. So you can click the link in the description below to pre-order my new album, Shatter Me. Also,
The manual stuff doesn't have punctuation. The automatic stuff doesn't have punctuation, so adding that in.
I'm going on tour again.
By making sure that YouTube videos are captioned, everyone can enjoy them. I think this is one of the things that is super important. If you don't know how to caption your videos, please learn how, or at least make it so that someone like myself is allowed to caption your videos. Yay! Being kind is one of the first qualities I recognize in the Doctor. They may be quirky, a bit socially removed, and possibly even a tad arrogant, but the Doctor never fails to be kind wherever they go. They don't carry a weapon. They carry a sonic screwdriver, a tool of analysis and unlocking. Even when they come across a potential enemy, their first inclination isn't to destroy, but to appreciate and save. For they know that hate is always foolish, and love is always wise. So even if it's in a small way, even if it's hard, it's important to at least try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. Please join me on the next episode of Dr. How. Be curious. Woo. Almost done. So warm, so warm. Ah, be kind.